Dear judges, our group will be talking about Briscoe Group Limited Company and tell you whether you should sell, buy, or hold their stock. But first of all, I want to introduce this company. Briscoe Group is a retail company that sells housewares and sports equipment. It is founded in Dunedin in New Zealand, and it now has 1,500 employees. Briscoe Group has three main chain stores: Briscoe's Homeware, Rebel Sport, and Living and Giving. Each group specializes in different categories of products. And the best way to analyze a company is by using the Porter's Five Forces model. It considers five factors of a company: competition, barriers to entry, suppliers' bargaining power, buyers' bargaining power, and competition within the industry. First of all, Briscoe Group faces fierce competition in the market because there are other groups with similar products and management existing in the market, so the competition is relatively high. Briscoe Group also has a low barrier to entry because it is only a retail store, so it does not require too much funding to start a company. And the supplier's bargaining power is relatively low because Briscoe Group usually buys in bulk, which means they buy products, which they buy a lot of products at one time. So the supplier will not be willing to raise the price because there's too much risk of losing the potential customers. And the buyer's bargaining power is also low because it's a retail company, so the buyers are usually individuals, so they will not have the influence to get special discounts. They will only buy at the price set by Briscoe Group. The competition within the industry is also relatively high because there are many high-quality goods with the same price, so there are a lot of substitutes for Briscoe Company. Briscoe Group has a lot of competitive advantages. First of all, they have a code of conduct which supervises employees and maximizes their working potential. Secondly, they have a fast production circulation, which promotes their innovation and currency flow. They also sell mostly household apparels like clothing, outdoor, and sports equipment, which has a large demand by the market, and the demand is also increasing every day, so they have a bright future. Last but not least, Briscoe Group is involved in many charity events. They help the underprivileged kids and age groups. So it raises their social recognition, which helps them sell their product.
Well, because of this company has two kinds of long-term strategies. Firstly, they may operate some regional dominance because most of their companies are in Auckland, so their first step may be like increase all the price in Auckland, and it could help them to get more profits and also increase the consumer loyalty. And secondly, because this company's core business is maturing fast, so they need to look into acquiring small firms in similar industries. And this will help them to develop the diversification of small products and also increase the value of shareholders. And also, there are 3 to 4 points of risks I want to talk about. Firstly, because of the low growth of retail industry, so they maybe have just a few new products in 1 month, so this may decrease their profits. And secondly, because of the liability of retailers to control this company, and these retailers, they cannot control this company's every department, so there may be some extra fees, for example, like costs in employee numbers and advantagement. And the third point is it does not have any in-house productions, so they need to depend on other suppliers and industries. But for example, if other suppliers increase the input price, and this company may earn less money. And the number four is about because there is a huge range of their product and they have a lot of suppliers and employees. So they are also because the product range is very huge and there may be some similarities in product. And the finally risk is about the limitation on older goods because it's hard for this company to deliver the older goods on time because they have a lot of older goods every day, and this may decrease their consumer loyalties.
Here comes the analysis part. We collected two different graphs. The first graph tells us the share price is located in the high places through the years, but recently the share price begins to fall. And in the second graph, you could find out that the shape of the curve in a shorter period of time is more steeper, and which means that the speed of its falling down is faster than before. And these two graphs tells us the share tendency of these companies is getting lower, and this is the time for us to sell the share and leave. The next part is the arrangement. We made two different graphs. The first graph tells about the annual revenue earned by these companies. You would find out that the companies is decreasing or developing through the years. And in the second graph, the annual revenue growth rate is actually decreasing, which tells us that the company is still developing, but the speed of its development is getting slower. And the curve in the graph 2 also tells about the companies is actually not stable, and the curve dropped dramatically in the year 2010 to 2011. And the last part of the presentation, it is the calculation about the process of price-earning ratio of these companies. We collected two data, which are the price per share of this company and the dividend yield of these companies. We divided the price per share by the dividend yield to get the number 22, which means that the price earning ratio of these companies, 22 is larger than the normal rate from 13 to 20. So this data tells about these companies has been overstated over the years. So this is the time for us to leave the market and sell the share. As a conclusions, our group is trying to sell the share, and the reason is since the price share is go high for a really long time, and there's no space for this share growth, and this shows some tendency of the decreasing of the time share. So we don't need to hold the share but to sell it, and that is our solutions. That's all. Thank you.